In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to find the political boundary shapefiles in order to georeference your policies. So, the first step is to take a look at the policies that you have. So you can either open up the Google Sheet that you have, or I have it saved as a TSV. So when I go to open it, it's delimited with the tabs. So we do have headers, we've got name, level, and then the different nuts levels. Our delimiter is a tab, that's why it's TSV, not CSV for comma separated values. And if we scroll down, we can see that this does look correct. So we'll say next and finish. So these are our policies and the different categories. So we have national all the way down to regional and county. So we have NUTS 1 name. So NUTS is an acronym that stands for the Nomenclature of Territorial Units for Statistics. Basically, it's just a standardized way of referring to different countries and their subdivisions. So this would be Ireland. It has a northern and western region, an eastern and midland region, and then a southern region. And then NUTS 3, West, Border, Midlands. And so these are the NUTS 1 through 3. And then we have the local authorities, which Westmeath, Monaghan, Roscommon, these are all counties. So we'll need to get geo information for these NUTS 3 categories. And then we're also going to need for the counties. So let's take a look at what we can get for the NUTS divisions. NUTS European country boundaries. And we'll put SHP for shapefile. Okay, so let's look at this. Cool. So let's scroll down. So we want the most recent one, NUTS 2021. We want shapefile. Let's go with the polygons. Let's do the 1 million scale and then EPSG 3857. It doesn't really matter. We're probably going to be reprojecting this data anyways, but let's download it as this. And we'll save it in our Mapathon file folder. That. Great. So let's go to, great, here we are. So let's extract this using our built-in extract tool. Okay, great. And now we've got the shapefile. So let's look at it in QGIS. So to find the file in QGIS, we'll go up to our C directory. So that's our base computer, users, myself, documents, and Mapathon. So now we can see the zip file. We don't want the zip file. We want our unzipped SHP. Great. But this doesn't have great context. So let's go back here and scroll down to XYZ tiles and we'll do OpenStreetMap. And then let's put our overlay there. Great. So now we can see in the greater context what information we have. So if we zoom in, let's take a look at Ireland. So that's great. We can see all these different divisions, but how do we know what they are? So in QGIS, what you can do is you can right click and open attribute table. So this has NUTS ID, level code, country code, Latin name, the NUTS name, and then these different classifications. So we'll do a little filter here. So I know that the country code for Ireland is IE. So I'm going to go to this, select features using an expression, just because I want to look at what we have. So let's go to fields and values. We want the country code. We want to go and look for where the country code is equal to, we'll do single quotes here, IE. And we'll say select features, 13 matching features selected. Great, so we'll close that. So these are the Republic of Ireland features, and so we're going to show selected features. So we can see that we have a nuts 1, 2, and 3. So that corresponds to the Eastern and Midlands, Northern and Western, and the Southern, which is like what we had in this breakdown here for the nuts 2 names. Obviously, for nuts 1, we have Ireland. And then for nuts 3, we have Border, Midland, Mideast, Southeast, just like in this section here. So because we want to look for the Irish counties, let's go to the Irish data, data.gov.ie. We'll search county boundaries. Right. So we've county boundaries, but this is HTML and WMS. We don't want those kinds. Uh, we want shape files. So we can either scroll down and look, or we can filter, but this this does have the shape files that we want. So the county's national statutory boundaries, 2019. So we'll go ahead and download this shape file in Mapathon. Perfect. Great. So let's open that up and unzip it. Counties, extract all. And you know what? Let's go ahead and delete our zipped folders just for storage, I guess. Okay, now let's open up in QGIS our new file, counties. We'll do a shape file. Great, and now we've got our counties. If we go to our attribute table to have a look, we've got all of our counties that we wanted accounted for here. So that's it for getting the political boundaries, and I'll see you next video for the next step.